slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the UNLV Rebels and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Rainbow Warriors headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So UNLV's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you, they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Straight ahead, it's Thomas. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Glover. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
In the red area, it's Thomas. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Left side is Thomas. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Rainbow Warriors offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And coming out now, Pofele Ashla. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. Throws quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Rainbow Warriors lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to squeak through the pile. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. They'll go with a direct snap. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Rush is on. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great job on 2nd down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Hits inside. It's Thomas. Turning it on. The 50. The 30. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd. take it in. Touchdown, Vegas. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, he missed it. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and long here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That one's not even close. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snags it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to fourth down to keep the drive going. Drops back on first down. Finds his man. It's Harris. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside, it's Rice. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush right in his face. Got rid of it just in time.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go
Makes a grab and room to run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, UNLV. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Third touchdown of the game, a third of his season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They're all over him. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They booted away on 4th down. On the return. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the UNLV sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has done.
Snags it, and he's open. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to throw on 1st. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. Makes the catch at the 35. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Great place to start for this offense. First play of this drive. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Trying to run, it's Thomas. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
How are you?
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Hawaii sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on. It's just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Second down to the air. Look out! And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense has it with really good field position. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Almost picked off.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Turns out it's Thomas. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And that last play will make this 3rd down even more difficult. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Rainbow Warriors sideline, guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. Out wide left, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 15 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Bulldogs, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now back to your game in Honolulu. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We are just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, UNLV's head coach told me at the half, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Second down, going to throw it. Here comes the heat. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side. Positive can happen, but all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead gives up the big safety.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
I need drinking coffee, hot beverage.
From the gun, it's Thomas. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Right back to it. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Hawaii sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the quarter.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Rice. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Under pressure. That one just came off his hand badly.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something. This game started to creep along, and they really need to make something happen.
He's going to get loose.
I'm exhausted really fast. I need drinking coffee hot beverage.
Really helps out his offense to start this drive. Rebels offense is back on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking for space. It's Thomas. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Extending the play. Got out of trouble and throws. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This deep
touchdown Rebels, and they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the... forcing it with the assist from the weather.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Rushes on. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Second down, going to throw it. Out wide right, it's Brown. At the 45, on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Got him on the RPO. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Snap from the gun on third down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. See some running room. Crosses the 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's got enough. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Rebels! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense... Great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they closed the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're
picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Plows his way ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Rebels will go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. Still looking. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Makes the grab. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It's the hole. It's Rice. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
go. Set. Y29. Y20. Blue idiot.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
Ready. Set. Black 18. Black. Wilson. Wilson. Hit it. Hit.
This is my
Ready. Set. Black 88. Hit. Hit.
Oh yeah, that's how we
Set.
do it.
Great on the it.
I need to get my swag right there.
Set. Blue 22. Blue. Nah. Check. Nah. White idiot. Ready, ready.
I'm too strong
Set
out
it.
here. Wait for you. Let's get that swag in.
That's it. Blue 85. Blue 85. Enter. Enter. Hit. Ready, ready. Set. Spear, spear, spear. Bear, whiplash, whiplash! Splinter, splinter! Tap, warrior, warrior! Blue 9-2 haymaker!
The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. You can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Doak. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Noles ready to kick it away first. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return as a coverage unit right on top of it. The Gators offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
Just got rid of that one.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Back to pass on second down. Left side is Singleton. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. All over him immediately.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
It's dropped after taking the hit. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. Out wide left, it's Wiles. Made a defender miss. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Noles, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he doinks it off the left upright. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. A quick pass to the left. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to Ball. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Now on 2nd down. Sells to fake. The quick game. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense set for a 1st down play. In the backfield, it's Singleton. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On the option. Now the toss. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it.
Caught, and he's got room. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. There's not a screen big enough to list all the memorable moments from this rivalry, but here are a few of them. So first down here as they go back to work. Tells to run, wants to pass. Right side, it's Pryor. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds us back in the middle. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. On play action. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The give. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
They'll line up for a second down play. Making the adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. On the move. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Florida State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a give the ball. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Gators in the hurry up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Riles. Got room at the 35. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Florida State!
And you talk about wasting no time. That's what this offense just did. First play, explosive play. Second play, ready to rock and roll. 2-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Palmer.
And they did a great job of getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in. Everybody got lined up. They weren't wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
Lining up for the PAT. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be brought down. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. Snaps it in the shotgun. Finds his man, it's Brown. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Searching for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Buying time to his right. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires left. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Looking for running room. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just feeds the running back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he knocks this one through, and that's been anything but easy for this kicker. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Ball. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quick give. It's Pryor. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, here to start the half, it has been a roller coaster ride, not just in this game, but in this series. The Gators have won a couple in a row. Florida State has struggled lately, but right now the Seminoles are up. New coaching staff for Florida, their first time in this rivalry matchup. We'll see what adjustments they make, but right now, Seminoles are rolling, and they have a ton of momentum down here on the field.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping his eyes downfield. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Release to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just gets rid of that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Just keeps slinging it. Extending the play. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Back's got it. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they are now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Handoff to the single running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sends it back in motion. On the move. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gators are flying down the field. Jones to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Wants to throw on first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Found the spot in the defense. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. And the timing just a hair off. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. They're all over him. Blasted as he lets it go. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Drops back. It's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run him again. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Wide receiver comes in motion. A first down run in the red zone. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. Lining up to add another. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Jones wants to throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
Follows his blocks. It's Pryor. Turning it on. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Got his man. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease, it's Chroma. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Florida State.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Push forward on the sneak. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink waving. How are you? Hey. I'm exhausted, weary face. I need drinking coffee, hot beverage.
Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. EA Sports College Football with an early season non-conference showdown that might carry a little more weight than just conference bragging rights. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about teams who are building for the future, you've got to mention Vanderbilt. Stadium upgrades, a dynamic crowd. First Bank Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee has improved in the last few years. It is the smallest stadium in the SEC, but the Vanderbilt fans are getting louder and more passionate as Clark Lee continues to build a contender in Nashville. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Commodores will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hand it to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And here comes the offense on second down. Rides to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To throw, it's Daniels. Looking to the big tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
We're going to field this one in tight quarters. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Pulls it in, it's Adams. Brought down at the 38, it's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed behind the line, it's Alexander. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
3rd and long coming up. He wants to throw it again. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better through.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Unleashes one. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Fires quickly. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defense. That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. Inside the into the house. Touchdown, Commodores. Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. They were all over it.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit-stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Noles will have it 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Dangerous throw on that one.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Off-play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Fights off a defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Seminoles will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Stepping to the right. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice.
Touchdown, Seminoles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7.
Here we go. Go, go.
He'll set up to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Number 39, set to kick off.
Deep in the end zone, it's Barnett. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carter. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
The Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Alexander. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Commodores with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Sherrill. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Commodores are marching down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got a man. It's Sherrill. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Commodores, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Carter. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Drops back on first down. It's complete to the right. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man on the outside. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
2nd down to the air. Hauls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw on first. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Under pressure. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Daniels. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Florida State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12.
Florida State, 19.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
First and 10.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost.